Good morning. Welcome to JP's morning brief for June 16th. Okay, screw all the semantics. I'll get to everything when I can. This is unbelievable. I still got the news on behind me. The rhetoric in this country has got to end. I was watching this event Sunday night when we got home from church, and it could have been a whole different result from what we were watching. This is unbelievable. I don't know if y'all are watching what's going on, but the FBI thwarted a terrorist attack that was in the execution phase on June 10th. This is June 16th. The White House UFC event took place on the 14th. They got it within 4 days of execution. 4 days. It was a complex ambush using drones, using explosively laden drones. Let's put it like this. If you watched the last season of Lioness, when they were on the Rio Grande trying to bring these girls that were being human trafficked, and the cartels started dropping drones with explosives on them on the DEA agents. That is what they're talking about. This is unbelievable. Oh my goodness. What is wrong with our country? Dan Bongino doesn't even go on the air for 2.5 hours. He was already up on Fox News this morning talking about this. This is breaking. I know I got, look at this. This is what I've got. The whole thing is filled out. And this dropped on my lap just a minute ago. Man. Okay, so I haven't even got to read all this yet. I've heard and I read just a portion. I read some stuff on the New York Post, and I printed this off because it's easier to print Fox News stuff. But yeah, I'm going to just keep this on the news for right now, okay? Just if I look over my shoulder, I can see something else. The president is still in Qatar, and he's safe. I mean, this happened. We'll get to it, okay? So it says here, the FBI and its law enforcement partners disrupted an alleged plot targeting this weekend's UFC Freedom 250 event in Washington, D.C. 5 people were in custody on Monday, and investigators identified 23 people as part of the potential network of plotters. The alleged plan involved in using explosive-laden drones to hit buildings near the event, force a mass evacuation, and steers crowds toward a pre-staged sniper team. A second wave was then allegedly planned to storm the White House gate. The second wave was allegedly planned to storm the White House gate, according to officials. The FBI first learned of the threat on June 10th, 6 days ago. 6 good for nothing days ago. 28 people were allegedly plotting to murder Americans and possibly the president. This is stupid. What are we doing here? What is the purpose of our country? Is it to kill each other or live in a more perfect union? We have these. Wait till you hear the rest of this. They were going to storm the White House with 4,000 guests in there, military, active duty military, Medal of Honor recipients were in there. The president, his cabinet, the continuity of government was present. What are we doing? What are we doing? The FBI first learned of the threat on June 10th and worked with partners to secure probable cause for the arrest in Cincinnati, where one suspect was taken into custody. Investigators later uncovered signal chats in which multiple people allegedly discussed attacking the UFC event. An initial review of one suspect's iPhone identified at least 23 signal users discussing the pre-operational activity. Some of those involved allegedly planned to travel to Fredericksburg, Virginia, which is about 75 miles south of Washington, D.C. On June 12th or 13th to prepare for the attack, one suspect allegedly told investigators the goal was to target capitalist elites, billionaires, or politicians who received donations from the American Israel PAC Affairs Committee, AIPAC, okay? AIPAC, which are usually deemed Republicans. The investigation stretched across 12 FBI field offices. I don't even want to finish reading this. This is crazy. This is crazy. What's C.B. Cotton saying? Or Ellsworth? Okay, they're not talking about it now. FBI Director Kash Patel credited the FBI, the DOJ, and law enforcement partners for acting quickly across multiple state lines. Thanks to the rapid reaction of this FBI, our partners in the DOJ and multiple state operation, multiple individuals are now in custody in allegedly planned attacks to stop cold. Patel told Fox News. Patel said the operation showed the FBI's ability to respond quickly when threats emerge. While the result represented the best of investigative work, it was nothing out of the ordinary for this law enforcement team. Patel said, "We are built to detect, respond to." I'm sorry, people. And bring to justice those who threaten the lives of American citizens, particularly large gatherings like the historic UFC 250 fight. That's exactly what we did here. I want to thank our great agents and partners who this work, man, I can't even read this morning. The allegedly plotted UFC Freedom 250. Give me some American flags if you're watching this. This is crazy. This is crazy. The alleged plot targeted UFC 250, Freedom 250, a high-profile White House event on the South Lawn, as well as President Donald Trump's 80th birthday weekend. The event drew an estimated 4,300 attendees, including 1,200 active duty service members, as 14 fighters from around the world competed in a wire mesh cage Sunday night. The alleged plot comes amid growing series of threats and security incidents involving Trump and senior administration officials. Before I go into any further, we worry ourselves to death about what's going on in the Middle East, about alleged terrorists coming out of Iran and Iraq and Syria and Lebanon and all these countries. And then we get homegrown terrorists from these Antifa liberal leftist social democratic organizations that have nothing better to do than slaughter Republicans and Americans because they don't like the way the government is going. This is pathetic, absolutely pathetic that we allow our country to be threatened by lawlessness like this. This is unbelievable that we even, man, you know, okay, I will carry on. We'll get more about this coming up in an hour and a half when I do the JPA report. I got other stuff I want. The first three stories after the Iran update are about Medal of Honor recipients. We saw 14 Medal of Honor recipients escort UFC fighters on Sunday night. 14 living. Two more are going to be added to that number. We'll have, there's 63 because one passed away this weekend in, I believe, in Mississippi. But we have two more about to be added to the Living Medal of Honor recipients, possibly by Thursday. And we're going to do this to ourselves. There are more than 28 people involved in this. They need to eviscerate them, arrest them, try them, convict them, and sentence them to death for treason. Flat out. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable that we allow this. The rhetoric that comes out of Washington, D.C. against our government's got to cease. It's got to cease now. Man. Okay. So, welcome to JP's Morning Brief. Please click that follow button. It's that bell, that little bell beside where it says the JPA report. Click it. List down to the follow button. Click the follow button and like the episode, please. Okay. I'm sorry if I got in an uproar about this. It just, man. But yeah, click that chat button. Hold on just a second here. So y'all get to see how I do this. Okay. Here we go. Let's get back on track here for a few more minutes. It's already 6:43. All right. Just pray for me. This is personal. All right. So we'll do the armament shop because this guy's a true patriot right here. The armament shop. Whether you're looking for your first firearm, upgrading your setup, or need expert service, Jason at the Armament Shop is Copper's Code's premier source for all things shooting. Browse our wide selection of pistols, rifles, and shotguns backed by top-tier gunsmithing. For repairs, along with reloading supplies, professional cleaning to keep your firearm in peak condition. Need a transfer? We make FFL transfers fast, easy, and affordable. Need your CHL? Jason can handle those classes. He has over 3 decades of experience. Visit the Armament Shop today at 115A West Avenue D in Coppers Cove, or call or text 254-560-2023, or visit them at www.armamentshop.com. That's www.armamentshop.com. The Armament Shop, your safety, our priority. Okay, I'm back. Hold Hold on just a second here. I gotta get stuff ready. Definitely go. I'm going to raid into, what do you call it, Vince, because I know he's going to be covering this too at 7 o'clock. Okay. Right. Let me finish this. Okay. The Iran update. The Friday. Oh, yeah. This is another thing. Until you see the writing of the memorandum of understanding, shut your good for nothing trap. Because all you're doing is embarrassing the president and making him look like a buffoon. Let's put it like this. Well, maybe that's your end result. The leaks, the pouring of water out of the White House has got to cease. Unless you're the president or the vice president or the secretary of state, shut your trap. So this is what we know right now. Friday is the signing day in Geneva. It looks like right now it may be the vice president signing the memorandum. Per the president, Iran has agreed never to develop a nuclear weapon. Okay, that's plutonium or uranium. I heard a doctor on TV earlier this morning flapping her gums. They didn't say nothing about plutonium. You know what? It says nuclear weapon. Nuclear weapon. Maybe you need to learn more English, lady. And denies the U.S. will pay Iran millions. Don't believe anything in the press without the memorandum of understanding. The vice president is praising the President Trump's strategy. The IDF and Mossad opposed the memorandum because they only want sanctions. And they want to blow Beirut to pieces because they really don't care about Hezbollah. And yeah, oil prices are still down. West Texas Intermediate's under $80 right now. U.S. troops will not redeploy. The IDF and Hezbollah are still fighting. Hezbollah keeps sending rockets and drones into northern Israel. They won't stop. The president, just a little while ago on TV, while everybody was sleeping, was mentioning the fact, how about we let Syria take care of Hezbollah? So it'll be Muslim on Muslim instead of Jew on Muslim. Maybe that's the route. But the Syrian armed forces are nowhere to the caliber as Israeli armed forces. Oman was excluded from the talks over concerns it was helping Iran. And the Pakistani president said the Iranian spiritual leader played a leading role on the Iranian side in the memorandum. Brent crude is at $81.27 a barrel. West Texas Intermediate was at $78.80 a barrel. And the Dow Jones closed up 468.77 points to a new record of 51,673.03. We only got 10 minutes left. All right. Three more officers from the military were approved for the Medal of Honor yesterday. All right. I'm going over them. I can care less about the rest of geopolitics right now. These people deserve our honor. All right. So the first one, U.S. Army Major Nicholas Dockery. He was a second lieutenant, a brand spanking new officer when he did this in Afghanistan. A life defined by leadership, selflessness, and unwavering commitment to fellow soldiers is being formally recognized for his actions taken during combat operations in Afghanistan. As a second lieutenant, as a second lieutenant leading a combined force of American and Afghan soldiers in Kapisa province on October 2nd. It's like a month after I retired from the Army. Docker's unit came under attack from a large Taliban armed force with machine guns, rocket-propelled grenades, and small arms. Throughout the battle, Dockery repeatedly crossed open ground under enemy fire to rally friendly forces, reinforce isolated positions, and strengthen the defense. As the fighting intensified, he used his body to shield a fellow soldier from a grenade blast, led counterattacks against the enemy fighters, and fought his way to an unconscious teammate who was being dragged away by enemy combatants. After rescuing the soldier and administering life-saving aid, he continued exposing himself to enemy fire while directing the fight and helping friendly aircraft suppress the attack. Dockery continued serving after his deployment, earning his Green Beret and leading special forces teams in some of the military's most demanding assignments. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. This is our Army, our military. I'm still worked up about this stuff. Oh my goodness. That could have been so bad. Okay. Come on, James, tighten up. This is about a Marine right here. Major James Caper Jr. will be awarded the Medal of Honor. A life defined by leadership, resilience, and unwavering commitment to others is formally being recognized for actions taken during a reconnaissance mission in Vietnam. As a second lieutenant leading a 9-man force reconnaissance patrol near Phu Loc in April 1967, about a year before I was born, Capers and his team repeatedly encountered large enemy forces while operating deep in contested territory on the patrol's final day, and an ambush left them severely wounded by gunfire and fragmentation wounds. Despite significant blood loss and extensive injuries, Capers continued directing supporting fires, coordinating his team's movements, and overseeing the evacuation. Refusing to leave before his Marines, he remained in command until every member of the patrol was safely aboard an extraction helicopter. Over a 22-year Marine career, Capers broke barriers and opened doors for future generations of Marines, becoming the first Black Marine to join Force Recon and receive a battlefield commission in the Marine Special Operations and command a reconnaissance company. Unbelievable. Uncommon valor. Man. And this is another Marine. Colonel John Walter Ripley will posthumously be awarded the Medal of Honor. A life defined by service, leadership, and unwavering commitment to mission is being formally recognized for actions during the Vietnam War. As a senior advisor to the 3rd Vietnamese Marine Corps Infantry Battalion near Dong Ho, South Vietnam, then Captain Ripley faced a rapidly advancing North Vietnamese offensive in April 1972, recognizing that a key bridge over the Cua Viet River had to be destroyed to slow the attack. He repeatedly climbed beneath the bridge while under continuous enemy fire and placed hundreds of rounds of explosives. Hanging from the bridge's steel girders for hours, Ripley's position and prepared the charges before successfully redeploying the span. His actions helped blunt the enemy advance and provided time for South Vietnamese forces to regroup and defend the region. Known to generations of Marines as Ripley at the Bridge. That's cool. His actions became an enduring example of courage, initiative, and selfless service. Uncommon valor is common. Oh my goodness. Good stuff. Really cool stuff. The president, our president of the United States, as it is right now, after all this junk, July 4th, the president's going to be at the Lincoln Memorial at 7 p.m. Eastern and have a Trump rally called Tribute to America. All right. He also said, the president put out, I'm running out of time here. President said, no Save America Act, no FISA Act. Get your act together, Senate. I'll say it again. No Save America Act, no FISA Act. You want your security out here, your intelligence, your unconstitutional security that you want to do that interdicts the Fourth Amendment of the U.S. Constitution. We, the people, pass the Save America Act. And the president will take care of the rest. We'll cover this at 8 o'clock. It's election day. Here, the president is okay, where am I at? The president's endorsing Barry Moore for U.S. Senate in Alabama. He's endorsing Burt Jones for governor in Georgia. He's endorsing Mike Collins in Georgia for the United States Senate. He's endorsing Kevin Hern, Congressman Kevin Hern in Oklahoma for governor. No, I'm sorry, for the United States Senate. He's endorsing Mike Wazee for governor in Oklahoma. He's endorsing T.W. Shannon. Awesome Okie. Man, I love this guy. He's endorsing him for lieutenant governor in Oklahoma. He's endorsing Jackson Waymeyer for Congress in Oklahoma. He's a great faith leader for the president. All right. So it's already 6:58. It's election day. Go vote for these guys if you're in Alabama or if you're in Oklahoma or Georgia. Go vote. All right? Go vote. That's the only way we can, okay. I'm getting out of control here. All right. Day after tomorrow, Area 254 in Killeen, Pints and Politics at 6 p.m. Be there. It's in the old Kmart shopping center off of Fort Hood Street just north of I-14 on the left. All right, I'm back. I'm running out of time here. It's already 6:58. And then on the 30th of June, Coryell County Republican Party will meet at Trinity Worship Center on MLK for our organizational meeting so we can get sworn in as precinct chairs like me and as our county chair and stuff, okay? All right. I will see y'all in an hour after I calm down. Man, oh my goodness. All right, yeah. So what time we got here? We got 30 seconds. 30 seconds till Vince. I'm going to go ahead and initiate the raid. I will see y'all at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock Eastern. All right. Be here. Please be here. I'll have more information for you, okay? And I'll cover more of the day's news. All right. Thank y'all for persevering with me. I'll see y'all in just about an hour. We're going to do a turn and burn. All right. There's the raid. Raid is confirmed. I'll catch y'all in an hour. I'll catch you on the flip side. I'm out.